Thank you for joining my silly hat party. So I've got all kinds of dress up goodies. I thought I would share them with you. Some people are 100% that bitch. I'm just 20% that dick. I didn't quite make it all the way because I feel bad if I commit to it. I feel what if there's some good ideas on the other way that I can't be a dick to. It makes me sad. We can be scienced. Also, I can't I can't see anything now. You have similar goggles. Are you also a science or just steampunk? Which is science, but for cool people? I'm just kidding. Scientists are actually really cool. I'm not the only one out there, doing this, and I'm definitely not the best. But yeah, we need more people that are willing to be willing to be strong and militant, but not lose their humanity. I'm actually okay with transhumanism. I'm okay with becoming like part cyborg. I want one giant beefy arm like the Winter Soldier. But then I also want like a really small, like 10-year-old nerd arm just to keep me in check. I wanted to say my own message, and I want everyone else to say their own message. If you have a channel or you want to start a channel, hit me up. I'll push it as well. I'll watch it. But no, you guys are awesome. You guys are really awesome. Oh, there's another hat. My hat has a hat. You know what's so cool about this thing is my hat has a hat. There is a hat on my hat, guys. We are in meta hat zone. We are in full drunken office party, saying things that will get you fired come Monday, Christmas time. Yeah. What? My hat has a hat, and my glasses have another nose. The point is to be confused. If you're not confused, you're not living. If you're sure of everything, then then you've already succeeded, and there's no more fun to be had. Christmas, you're dead to me. Santa Claus always giving the rich kids better stuff. It's almost like their parents have the wealth to afford it and pretend. Sock suspenders. Can you have suspenders for your socks? I want that. I want suspenders for my socks. Now, if anyone's just tuning in, they're like, oh, what have I gotten into? Yes, I will succeed in my master plan of viciously and greedily giving power to the masses. Wait. Protesters are steampunk as fuck. I mean, it makes sense, but I never thought about it. Like, everyone in Hong Kong needs to be wearing these right now, and in Bolivia and Chile and everywhere. We need to start up a GoFundMe to get goggles, get cool steampunk goggles for all the protesters. I'm an anarchist, for anyone who doesn't know. I don't think I've ever used the term tanky unironically myself, because it's not as a pejorative, I guess what I'm saying. I think there's a lot of good concepts on the MLM camp, and I know some very good people. Luna Oi at Non-Compete is Marxist Leninist. Snidely Skeletor Lash. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I don't use it unironically because there are lots of good MLMs with a lot of great ideas, probably most of them. But when you say tanky, people don't take it as just a meaning the far end ones. What they hear is any MLM. So I try not to use it unless it's a joke or ironically, No, my mustache has a mustache. I am just a wealth hoarder here, guys. Anyone else needs hats or noses or mustaches, I have an abundance. Please come visit me and you can have some. You can play dress up with me. Self-aware ANCAP is an oxymoron in an oxymoron, because you can't be capitalist and anarchist. And if you believe in those two things, you by default can't be aware of it. Revolutionary Mandarin. I think I can make that happen. Revolutionary Mandarin. These are made for these were like originally would be worn in China by like little boys who were in like in prep for different higher positions. I'm just making all kinds of thumbnails. The revolution will have lots of silly hats. Hats to the masses. I want the revolution to be silly as fuck. Like, I think it would be so awesome if there was like another, like a Bolshevik uprising, but everyone's wearing like banana costumes. And, you know, they put on like their weirdest furry outfit that they have in their closet, or they like, you know, just come out with nipple clamps and just take to the streets. That's the revolution I want. Exasperated bellhop. I could be a neckbeard bellhop, milady. Oh, I look like I'm constantly confused right now. wait, wait. I was just gonna wax my eyebrows. No! It hurt. That hurt a lot. Oh my god! I also have huge eyebrows, or I did. I did have them until I just waxed them. Ow! Sickly child king. Please, sir. I already have more. You want me to be Henry VIII? Okay, so it's the same thing, but I have syphilis. Da, 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 da. Anxious ringmaster. Step right up, everybody. Everybody, come on, step right up. May I direct your attention to the douchebag right here? It seems that the masses have gotten out, but no problem, everybody. We are still fully functioning as a circus. We are definitely not the exploitation of animals and disabled people to come for your benefit and viewing pleasure, so I may capitalize off of their spectacle. Ah! And scene. Sup, bros? Just your boy here, Redbeard. Just been pumping the guns. I know I'm so white. I don't like suntans. Melanoma's no good for you. For anyone tuning in right now, this is what it's about. You first assumption is accurate. Just stop. Stop. Just... Guys, I raided a mannequin store. Okay, that's literally what happened. There was like, or not a mannequin store, but a closed down shopping like department store, and they had all these mannequin pieces. And now I have mannequin pieces in my house for when I have guests over. Tell me, what kind of hats do you want? What do we got? We got hats. We got big hats, small hats, tall hats, long hats, douche hats, femboy hats, and bald hats. Let's go to the farm. Pepperidge Farm. This is probably the most accurate example of Pepperidge Farm because it's probably like Asian workers who are growing the wheat and things and packaging their products. So this is actually the most accurate example of a farmer of Pepperidge Farms. There, I'm a lamp. I'm a lamp. What am I going for here? I don't know at all. I just saw a hat, a farming hat, and I said, you know what? It needs more feathers. No, it's perfect. See? You know, this. This hat is meant to block out the sun. Like literally, that's the whole function of the hat, is to block that. It's for a farm. Macaroni is a homophobic slur? You just ruined macaroni for me. Can we take it back? I'm going to start calling myself macaroni just so I can take that word back. Because I love macaroni. Was Yankee Doodle an LGBTQ? Why was he sticking a feather in his hat and calling it macaroni? It was also a fancy hat company. What? How do you get from macaroni to fancy hat? Were they just poor? Was it like, oh, you know what? Was it like those videos where they take the ramen noodles and like put it in like a broken ceramic sink and stuff and they file it down, but they were using macaroni and they were making hats with them? I would love for that to be true. I'm going to assume that's true. This is my world. I can do that. It's what it is now. It's the truth. It's fact. And they don't care about your feelings. Macaroni. Hats were made from macaroni. All hats at one point were made from macaroni. You can't prove me wrong. Boomer Harry Potter. Who lived off his parents' wealth and grew up to become a cop. He started as a revolutionary and he turned into a Fed. You want a Leviosa in this economy? I am I'm glad you saw it. It is shameful. That does not mean I am ashamed. Hello. I'm shy. Hello, I'm Boo Boo La Douche. Are you not entertained? Hi. A little fashion tip for you guys. If you are ever finding yourself as a bride or wearing a veil for other reasons, and you need to go into quick revolutionary mode, you're set. Revolutionary Brides. Why is there not like a femme punk band called Revolutionary Brides? Somebody make that happen. That needs to happen. You just throw off that hat. You throw on this one, and you're ready for action. If you go one day where you didn't weird yourself out, then you have not fully succeeded in that day yet. Live each day like it's the weirdest. Redbeard 2020. I'm a flower child, but I'm of the earth. Free spirit, hippie, Scottish sailor. I should join that club of corn cobbery. A corn cobbler. Dun, da, da, da. I was like, what's the most fun hat I could possibly make? Liberty should be revolutionary and it should be weird. This is the future that America needs right here. This is what the internet wants. This is what the internet deserves. I do have a Patreon goal. It's a stretch goal. It'll take a while to get to, but if I reach $500 a month, that would basically that's how much money I'm losing right now. Is $500 a month by taking time off to make these videos. So if I can get back to zero, I do plan to start doing a regular stream, probably a talk show style thing, but non-antagonistic. Think like Space Coast Coast to Coast, but or maybe like Between Two Ferns, but the opposite, where it's non-antagonistic. And I'll try to have different bread tubers around the world come on. So if you want to do your small part to make that happen, you can go to patreon.com/Softboy Social Club and become a patron. You can become a patron. Again, thank you guys so much for pushing me up above 1,000 subs. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever you decide.